Welcome back to the channel, Tea Times for Two, Golf Travel for Couples. Hey, I'm Scott, and I spent the last 40 years as a high school football and golf coach. And during COVID, I taught my lovely wife, Cheryl, how to play golf. And now we spend our free time traveling around the world trying to find the best golf resorts that are couples destination, that are playable for the highest handicapper and yet challenging for a low handicapper. And today we're at Bandon Dunes Golf Resort at Bandon Dunes Golf Course, and we're going to answer the question, is the first course, Bandon Dunes, the best of the 5 at the resort? So stay tuned. Hey, welcome back. For those of you new to the channel, we rate each resort or each golf course based on 5 categories or 5 criteria. The first of which is the layout and or the playability for all levels of golfers, both the low handicap player and the high handicap player, and how friendly is it for women just starting out in the game. Category 2 is aesthetics, or the beauty of the golf course and the resort, the setting that you're playing in. Third criteria is course conditions. What kind of shape are the tee boxes, the fairways, the greens, how well kept is the resort or the golf course itself. Number 4 is amenities, not only of the golf course itself, but also of the resort in the area. What all is there to do for the golfer and the non-golfer alike? And then category 5 is the value or the bang for the buck that you get from the golf course and the resort. Category 1, layout and playability for all levels of players. We're going to give Bandon Dunes 4 stars for playability for all levels of players. As you can see on the scorecard behind me, Bandon Dunes has 5 sets of tees, which is terrific for all levels of players, starting at somewhere around 3,900 yards up to about 6,700 yards. You're not going to find any forced carries on the golf course. You can play the ball on the ground into virtually every hole out here. There's super wide fairways, so it's extremely playable. Now, there's difficulty out there, and you can find it, but which will make it a challenge for higher handicap players. But that 5 sets of tees, literally, I think Cheryl loved being able to tee off from 3,900 yards, someone just starting out, and she wasn't overwhelmed by the golf course. For layout, we're going to give it 5 stars. David McClay Kidd Design did a great job of bringing Scottish link style golf to the United States. Terrific layout with some short par 4s, some long par 4s, unique par 3s, par 5 that's reachable, and some long par 5s. It's a terrific layout. I would never get tired of playing this one. Like I think I said in the Pacific Dunes, I could play it every day and never get tired of it. And Bandon Dunes itself is the same. I could play it every day and not get tired of it because there's enough variety of holes. It's a very strategic course. Shot makers are going to love it. There's lots of options on every hole. Our next category, aesthetics. We're going to give both of us, Cheryl and I are both going to give Bandon Dunes a full 5 stars for aesthetics. It's a beautiful golf course. Right from the get-go, you can pretty much see the Pacific Ocean from the first tee all the way to the 18th green. So it's a gorgeous walk. And the only day we had weather, it was overcast and windy. It was still a beautiful walk. Starting off with number 1, a terrific starting hole. It's a really short par 4, kind of a slight dog leg right. It kind of goes down and then back up to the green. You can hit anything you want off the tee box, and you're right there by the lodge and the restaurant in the lodge. So you've got a crowd right there, the caddy shack. It's really cool starting hole. Then you move on to number 3, which is a cool par 5. If you start playing back toward the ocean, long hitters can reach it in 2, but there's trouble all around if you get off the really wide fairway. Then you move on to number 4, which is one of the coolest approach shots. As you're coming up, it's going to be your first real up-close view of the Pacific Ocean. It's a dog leg back to the right and up to an elevated green. And when you get up there, it just opens up the whole expanse of the Pacific. Then number 5, to me, it was very reminiscent of Royal Aberdeen, with massive dunes on the left that kind of block your view of the ocean, 30 and 40 foot high dunes as you play a little dogleg left. A very cool hole. Then you get to number 6. I can't talk enough about the par 3s, really, on every golf course, all 5 of them. But 6, 12, 15 here at Bandon Dunes are some of the just terrific par 3s, different distances, all of them with greens right there along the ocean. Got to be one of the best collection of par 3s in the United States. Played Harbor Town in South Carolina, which is an awesome set of par 3s, and the par 3s at Pacific Dunes. It's a toss up between those 3. Those just terrific laid out golf holes. Then on the back 9, you got 11 par 4 that's guarded horseshoe bunkers all the way, really deep bunkers all the way around the green as you work back toward the ocean. Like I said before, 12, beautiful par 3 that you're playing back toward the ocean. 16, other than the par 3s, it's hard to say what your favorite hole is. I love the 1, I love the par 3s, but 16 is a really cool tee shot where you've got a fairway that's split in 2 by some mounds and some rough. Depending on the wind, if the wind's behind you, you can play it over those dunes and that split fairway into the second fairway, and then you've got a great angle into the green, or you can lay back if it's into the wind short of where the fairway splits. Beautifully designed golf hole, and then your second shot's back to a green perched on the edge of the cliff. And then hole 18, par 5 that is reachable. I was pin high left of the green and 2 in a downpour. But I love a short par 5, especially as a finishing hole, to give you kind of like Sheep Ranch was. It gives you an opportunity to walk off with a really good score and just a great way to finish your round. It's a beautiful par 5, and you've got a ravine on the right. You can see the inn over on the right across the creek, and you kept playing back toward the lodge with people sitting out, watching you finish, kind of reminiscent of St. Andrews or other courses in Scotland. It's a great finishing hole. All right, category 3, course conditions. We're going to give Bandon Dunes 4.5 stars. Like we said in our other videos, the courses were in great shape when we were there in late November. The greens were in good shape. The fairways, as you can see in our videos, and the tee boxes were in great shape. The whole resort was in really good shape. Again, it's links golf, so you're coming to Bandon Dunes to play links golf. You're not coming to play parkland golf. It's super manicured like you're at a nursery. This is supposed to be golf like you have in Scotland, and Mike Kaiser did a great job making sure that's what it was. So, course conditions, 4.5 stars. Category 4, amenities. We're going to give Bandon Dunes the resort, of course. If you've seen our other videos, 5 stars. Is pretty much everything self-contained right on the resort, everything you could possibly want, food-wise, bar-wise, workout, spa, exceptional golf, everything you could possibly want. And if you want to venture off the resort, everything's real close by, no matter what it is you would want. So 5 stars for the resort. Because Bandon Dunes is located right at the lodge. Number 18 is right across the creek from the inn. Literally everything you could possibly want is right there at the lodge. You've got the Tufted Puffin Lounge. You got McKee's Pub, the Forge Steakhouse, the Bunker Bar, and all of that's located in the lodge. The breakfast buffet, exceptional. We got up early every day because we played early, and we had that breakfast buffet every day, and it was exceptional. The spa, the sauna, the massage center, the workout, the gym, fitness area are all located right there at the lodge where Bandon Dunes itself is. So everything's located really close. And the pro shop inside, right off the first tee there, literally has merchandise not only from Bandon Dunes itself, but from all the other golf courses as well. So anything you could possibly want is right there. So for amenities, that's 5 stars. Value, again, like we say in our other videos here, when we went in November, it's fully 5 stars for value. You just can't beat Bandon Dunes in the winter months. We went the week of Thanksgiving, And literally, as you can see on the screen, our green fees were $100 when we went, playing 5 world-class top 20 or top 15 in Golf Digest golf courses for $100. This year when we go, it's $110 we're going to pay. Like we've said before, literally we can't play a decent public golf course here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex on the weekends for $100, and they're not even close to being in the top 100 in the United States. So it's an incredible value. Our room, I believe, cost us $120, $140 a night. I don't remember what it was. It's on the screen there. But this year, I think it's cost us $140 for a room, which it's going to cost us more to stay at the Portland airport than it is going to cost us to stay at Bandon Dunes. So exceptional value in November, December, January, February. The closer you get to summer on both ends, you pay anywhere from $175 to $290 something for green fees. Again, you can see the prices on the screen. The summertime, you're going to pay a full $350. Now that's still cheaper than what you're paying at Pebble Beach, but it's nowhere near the value that you're getting in the winter months. And weather-wise, again, it was in the 40s when we got up in the morning, high 40s. You got up into the high 50s, low 60s the entire time we were there. So it was exceptional. If you look at the summer months, you're going to be in the 50s when you get up, and you might get in the mid to high 60s. So it's not much difference in temperature, but it's a huge difference in price. So exceptional value. All right, let's recap. Currently, Golf Digest ranks Bandon Dunes the 8th rank public course you can play in the United States. And I have to agree, it's right up there. I'm going to give it an overall score of 5 stars. What'd you think?
I think I would give it 5 stars as well.
Oh, so that's 2 5 stars. So let's answer the question that we posed at the beginning of the video. Is Bandon Dunes the very first course at the resort? Is it the best? Well, originally I thought so, but as I went back and started making these, I had to think Pacific Dunes is just a little bit better, maybe a tad. So it's really a toss-up. It just depends on what you like. They're both masterpieces. I thought they were both well laid out. Enjoyed both of them. Would never get tired of playing either one of them every day. The first hole, I think, was a great start for both men and women. It was a short par 4 that you could hit anything you wanted off the tee. Donald Ross said the first hole should be like a firm handshake or gentle handshake, as some people interpret it. And so you ease into your round. And I think it was great. My favorite quote of his, since we were at Pinehurst US Open this week, was, here's the golf course. Play it any way you like. And you really can. You can play it on the ground. You can use putter from everywhere. I thought it was just a beautifully laid out golf course. So, in fact, this was the only day that we had weather. I mean, it was windy and
that's right, yeah,
rainy. I think we got rain on the last 5 holes. But you enjoyed it, or what did you think of it?
Well, yeah, I mean the rain, obviously, but we kind of expected some of that going there. We didn't have as much as we thought.
Just that day.
So there was rain, but it didn't affect the fun we had at all. I played pretty well there.
Yeah, you did. You scored really well.
Surprisingly. I enjoyed it. The par 3s there, especially, I liked. They're right on the ocean. I always like the ocean view. So, and I actually was able to hit them on the green. So for me, I enjoyed it. And the rain didn't slow us down. As always, remember, if you like this video, to hit like and subscribe below so that we can keep providing content for other couples who love to travel and play golf.
And be sure to stay tuned for the next video in our Bandon series, where we're going to rate Sheep Ranch. And keep joining us as we travel around the golfing world. We'll see you next time.